Okay.
I didn't
You guys
even know
have
you were
questions?
recording me, and now it's
Yeah,
Going on
you're in
YouTube.
big time now.
Not the whole thing. We shut it off in
I
between.
would have worn my skinny clothes.
You and me both.
Oh man.
Look, she's blushing.
I
Poor
know,
Stacy.
now I'm hot. I should stand behind Carly. I'll tell you. Okay, so I'm on the What Sets Us Apart sheet that makes Thomas Lewis Mortgage, our branch, very different from our competitors. The borrower also gets to speak with their processor. What a concept. They get to talk to me on the front end, and then the person that's actually putting their file together to send to underwriting, they get contact with them, phone and email contact, which is very foreign in our lending world if you've borrowed or dealt with borrowers lately. I mentioned this before. The difference with our company is we care. My brother is the boss. My sister-in-law is a manager. If my file's not closing on time, and there's a good reason why, my brother's neck deep in the middle of it. And we just go the extra mile when it comes to that kind of stuff, because I really believe that's why we're here 17 years later. Again, it's not an accident. Our company, ResMac, we were a small company in a big pool of big fish, and they were working very hard to squeeze us out. The small companies have struggled in the last years. We joined with other small companies into a bigger company. So basically, we have a national company backing us. So our company is ResMac, doing business as Thomas Lewis Mortgage. Because ultimately, our small office in Merritt Island, we didn't have the buying power, we didn't have the pricing power to be competitive. And by joining a larger group, great interest rates, great fees, great service. So it was really important. So all of our underwriting.
When did that happen?
We joined ResMac in 2011, so
Okay.
almost 3 years ago, June
And it's
of
been a
2011.
good marriage.
It's been a great marriage. And what I love about them is that they're strictly mortgage people. They get it. They were loan officers. They understand the marketplace. When things slow down in underwriting, if they're bogged down, we call up and they hire more. And in other words, they're very responsive. Our underwriting turn times right now are 48 hours on conventional loans and 72 hours on govies. And their govies are FHA and VA loans, and they're tightening that up, which is really great, because our competitors, my brother is refinancing his own home right now through another company, not our company, because ultimately we can't underwrite our own loans. He's with a traditional lender, not going to mention any names. You can imagine the loan package my brother turned in was perfect, because we do it every single day. It was this thick. Exactly. He turned it in. It's been 45 days. There's no answer on his file.
Oh, no.
He calls and says that's very disappointing. Well, we hope to have it out of underwriting in a day. We hope to have it out of underwriting. And that's traditionally what I hear the most when I'm going into real estate offices and visiting, like, what do you hate the most about your lender? And it's that it goes into this black hole and they never know what's going on. In our world, we have a portal on every file. I know when the appraisal is ordered, I know when it's expected back. If it's not back, I know that they've called. And then when my realtor calls me and says, hey, what's going on with the Jones appraisal? I can dial it up and get a line by line of exactly where we are on that file, which is huge in the communication. Every one of my realtors and every one of my borrowers gets a weekly update on their file and their progress. They will never go 3 weeks without knowing, paralyzed in fear, knowing what's going on with their file. So those are a few of the ways that we're different from our competitors. And I welcome any questions if anybody has
Take
any.
this off so she doesn't feel uncomfortable.
And my